very passionate about is nutrition. Freaking no sugar, no processed bullshit. And here's something that I absolutely freaking love. Not this junk, but these labels. Look at that. Excessive calories, excessive sugar, and excessive something else warning labels on the products. How awesome. We need this every freaking way in the world. I'm telling you, that is freaking awesome. While I did not partake in the ice cream, this is where I sat and waited for almost an hour and a half because the Airbnb that I booked last minute, for obvious reasons, didn't have instant booking. That was an oversight. And so I had to wait for host approval. It actually never came and I had to switch Airbnbs, but this guy was nice enough to let me store my bag at his ice cream parlor while I went and had tacos and just chilled and chatted.
Yo, you don't even know what you're looking at.
I know.
What up, Twan? Colombia in the house! Ozzy, Ozzy, Ozzy!
Down here.
So I'm here in my Airbnb in La Paz. Problem is, it's not the La Paz I was shooting for. I went to LAP, which is La Paz, Mexico airport, not LPB, which is La Paz, Bolivia. So imagine my shot getting off the plane in the complete wrong country. But they say this place is pretty cool. I actually heard some good things about it when I was still in Mexico City. And so, nothing to do but make the most of it. I'm gonna be here till Wednesday. And then I'm flying to Lima, Peru. Actually, Peru. I'm going, yeah. I verified I got the right airport this time. So it was, the trip from here to La Paz, Bolivia was stupid. And so I decided to make an extra stop in Peru, add another country to the list, check out another place. And then I'll continue on to Bolivia and then Chile, like I'm supposed to. So for the meantime, I'm still in Mexico till Wednesday. I rented a car, I pick it up tomorrow. I'm gonna do some hiking and I'm gonna check out the ocean. There's a ton of stuff to do around here. I don't know if I'll dive because I'm only here for a couple of days. I'd like to, but I don't know that I will. But definitely gonna get out and explore some nature and see what kind of content I can make out there in the wild. So stay tuned, and it's a mistake, but part of traveling is rolling with the punches and making the most of any situation that you're in. So we're still in Mexico and gonna make the most of it. So stay tuned, and let's touch base tomorrow when I get the car. Time for me to go to bed because it's like 10 o'clock and I'm tired. When I first realized that I had messed up, I was mad at first, like, how can you be so dumb that you end up in the complete wrong country? But, well, who knows, maybe this might be the best place I come the whole trip, you never know. So, only thing I can do is make the most of it, you know? It's funny, the funniest thing to me is I was sitting there at the airport in Mexico City waiting to board the plane, and I took a picture of my passport to post on Instagram, for the passport stamps. And I was thinking to myself, like, I wonder how come we didn't get an exit stamp? Like, I never went through immigration, and where's my exit stamp? And then I just thought, well, maybe it's just Mexico and they don't care when you leave, so maybe they don't do an exit stamp. Or maybe they don't care what you take with you out of the country. But I realized why there was no exit stamp and there was no immigration, because I never left the country. So anyway, I thought that was the funniest part. And yeah, it's okay to laugh about your mistakes, I reckon. You know, this flight here was cheap. It was like $300. And it's a new area, a new place, somewhere that I probably never would have came intentionally, So here's the Airbnb that I ended up at in La Paz. It was a nice place, definitely have no complaints. The bathroom is interesting as the shower and the bathroom floor was all connected one piece. Found that interesting.
The kitchen was good, a little dirty for my liking, but I never even ended up cooking there, as after I got done dealing with the wreck stuff, I had been to the grocery store immediately prior, and the meat that I got had gone bad while I was dealing with the wreck. So never did cook, but and the biggest thing is it had air conditioning, which is huge in La Paz, as it definitely gets hot.
Hey YouTube, so I'm here at Rancho Viero. It's a Mexican restaurant here by the water. I ordered 2 meals because I'm extra hungry and I haven't eaten much lately. I don't want to get to $195 too fast, so I ordered some chicken fajitas and some scrambled eggs and chorizo. I'll show you guys what that looks like. I'm ready to tear into this, and then I'm going to go get the car, rent a car. So I'm going to pick up the car at the airport, and then do some hiking out by the ocean on the north side of town, on the north side of La Paz, and see what kind of beautiful sights we can find and see how many miles we can get and take you guys along with me. So here's to a good day. It's Monday, April 10th. Right now it's 11:30 a.m. here. This is Pacific time. So let's do it.
That was a spread. That was so much food. So that meal was 2 meals. It was the fajitas and then the scrambled eggs, 2 separate meals. And combined, it was 400. Yeah, with the tip, it was 396 pesos. So like 24 bucks. But again, it was 2 meals, so that'll be me. I haven't eaten anything today. I had to do bars this morning. And going to get the car and going up the mountain. So that needs some calories. Even trying to go to 195, we still got to eat something, you know. So that was bomb. It ended up, I put it on tortillas, you know, to make tacos, and ended up making 8 tacos. So if I went somewhere else, 8 tacos would have cost me more than that. So definitely a good deal, and happy we went there.
Wow, what a day today has been. So I rented a car, what you just saw, and didn't even make it home from the car rental place before getting into a wreck with a motorcycle. Now, of course, I'm at fault, even though I completely disagreed with their decision. But when you can't speak the language, you can't argue your point very well. And I knew from the moment it happened that I had lost, you know. So what had happened is I was turning left. It's 2 lanes, one way, and everything's unmarked. You know, there's no freaking lines on the road, of course. And I was turning left. A motorcycle passed me on the left, and we collided. He laid it down and slid. Luckily, he was dressed very well, so that it didn't hurt him too bad. I mean, he had some road rash on his arm and on his leg where he ripped his pants, but he slid a good ways. I truly felt bad for the guy, but I mean, he was probably going a little fast, and bad deal. I mean, he walked away, I walked away. I ended up, so the cop that you saw in the video, that guy, he charged me $1,000 fine that had to be paid in cash. So he made me go to the ATM and get cash for him and the tow truck driver. Apparently in Mexico, it's standard procedure anytime there's a wreck, both vehicles have to be towed to the police station for inspection. So I had to pay the tow truck driver, and then I had to pay the cop. Paid the cop 1,000 pesos. He put it in his front pocket, cash, right? He made pay him cash. And then the tow truck driver wanted 1,200 pesos, cash, of course. No invoice for any of this. And then I have to pay the damage on the rental car. Probably about $700 total. So very unfortunate. You know, it's really killing my cost per day, these mess ups I keep having, because there's been a few.
So the one shining light here is that the rental car place was nice enough to replace my car right there on the spot. They gave me the red car to replace the white car so that I could still go to the mountain and do what I rented a car to do.
But I'm not hurt physically. a little bit shaken mentally. It's been a rough week. I mean, it's been bad thing after bad thing, you know? Like, I didn't even video this for you guys, but the stove in my Airbnb in Mexico City, it was a gas stove and it had a glass top. So at home, I'm used to my electric stove with a glass top. You know, I thought, oh, the glass, you cook on it, and then you don't spill stuff down in the burners. Wrong. You're supposed to take the glass out before you cook. So I was cooking on the glass and the thing blew up, so I had to pay for that. Then I had to pay for this flight to the wrong place. Then I had an Airbnb in Bolivia that I paid for that I didn't get to use. And I had to repay for an Airbnb here. So anyway, my cost per day is just going to be freaking astronomical for this first week because it's been expensive. And I hate that because I truly wanted to get a good cost per day, you know, to share with you guys. It's real, but I guess accidents are real too, so. But yeah, nobody got hurt too bad. The guy on the motorcycle, man, he had road rash, but he walked away. I do feel bad, you know. I was nervous from the moment I left the rental car place, you know. Maybe I was so nervous and I was thinking about all the bad things that could happen because this is a crazy place to drive, and you know, it didn't take freaking 15 minutes for something bad to happen, so I don't know, maybe I manifested it, you know, I was thinking in the wrong way. But nonetheless, tomorrow's another day and we got to keep on because it's still a long trip ahead, so. We'll regroup. Now I got a dilemma because I was supposed to go sandboarding today and I didn't get to make it because of the accident. So I moved it to tomorrow. But tomorrow I was planning on going down south in the mountains and doing a 20-mile hike. It has about 6K feet of climbing. So that's going to be tough to try to fit both of those in. So I can't decide if I want to actually do the hike still or if I want to just relax during the day and calm down and regroup and just go sandboarding. And then, yeah, it's tough. I mean, you know, I came into this knowing that it was going to have its ups and downs, but I didn't expect, you know, so many downs from the start. But definitely some stories to tell, and if it was easy, I guess it wouldn't even, I guess, you know, it can't be, so it's what I signed up for. The world's a cold, fucking cruel place, and I knew that coming into it, so just have to stay positive and keep moving on. So I'm letting my phone charge because that thing was about dead, and then I'm gonna go hit the gym. It's almost 6, so I'm gonna hit a quick workout and then go get some food. An interesting quirk, let's call it, of this gym is that none of the dumbbells had weight readings on them. So you just had to go by feel, pick it up. This feels like what I'm looking for. I got a sick pump in. It was, as you can see, it was a rough gym, but I got the job done. It was pretty fun. Just a full body workout, just to get a full body pump. I won't work out again until probably Wednesday. But now I'm here to get some seafood tacos. This place was highly rated in. It's by the ocean, so can't not get some seafood. So I ordered 4 tacos. I already went in and ordered. I ordered 4, and I'll show those to you. So stay tuned. Did you see those tacos? Those were freaking stacked up, and it was only $14. $14 for 4 seafood tacos. I mean, octopus. I mean, I've never even had octopus before. Did I like it? It was a little strange. I'd have to try it twice to be able to tell you. Sorry, they're a little noisy. But I mean, it's a little chewy. But other than that, it was good. The marlin, the smoked marlin, was probably my favorite. And then the surf and turf one was super good too. It had chicken and scallops and shrimp and steak, so that one was super good. But anyway, very good meal, good workout. Besides the wreck, it was a good day. Yeah, not much I can do about it now, but that's the place behind me right there. So anyway, that's it for tonight. I'm gonna go home and take a sleep. Wake up tomorrow and we're gonna hit the road. It's about 2.5 hours to where I'm gonna go hike. It's 22 miles with like 7,000 feet of climbing, so I'm stoked about it. I had to move my sandboarding to Wednesday morning so that I could still fit in the hike after the wreck. But I don't fly out till like 5 o'clock, so I needed something to do on Wednesday anyway, so that's that. So it's gonna be an early wake-up call to hit the road and go see what the mountains in the south of the Baja Peninsula are about. So yeah, we'll go home and rest up. Behind me, like a little skate park, and there's shops all up and down the main drag here. Cars just cruising up and down. I mean, the street is packed out. Still people, I mean, it's 9:30 at night and there's still tons of people walking up and down, so super cool area. I'm gonna go see what kind of sugar I can dodge. One thing I've definitely found cool about Mexico is back home, I'm like the only person I know that likes to roller skate. But here, it's pretty common. Like, there's people roller skating all over the place. Like, some people just rolled by me hauling ass on some skates with light up wheels. I mean, grown ass adults with light up wheel skates. Like, how cool is that shit? So, I mean, I dig it, and need to find some place to rent some skates so I can get in some practice miles. YouTube. So it's 5:51 a.m. and Thursday, April 11th. I just got up and getting my gear together, fixing to go hit the mountain. It's like a 3-hour drive, 2.5 hours. It's 100 miles to go to the trail. So we're gonna burn up some pavement. Leave at 6, hope to be there by 8:30. If I can, I'm gonna stop and get some food in a little town called Santiago. Not Chile, Santiago, Mexico. It's a town, it's probably like the last town before the trail. Nothing around here is really open. So I'm gonna have a RX bar and a banana, and then I will stop and get something in Santiago. So yeah, I'm taking the GoPro and the Insta360. The GoPro I'll wear on a chest mount. The Insta360 I'll hold, of course, and see how it does in my pack, and demo these cameras and see what kind of content I can get. So I'll meet you out there. So I'm out here, definitely in the middle of nowhere now. I mean, it's just dirt road for like 20K to get to the mountain. Kind of sketchy, but the car's doing okay. Hopefully we don't have any issues. I just stopped to take a picture of the mountains where I'm headed, so they definitely look pretty rugged. So that 7,000 feet of gain is gonna be for real. quick update. I'm in the car. 50K from the Airbnb, 50 kilometers, so it's showing 22 minutes. I'm fucking tired. This was a freaking long day. That mountain, everything, shit. So can't wait to update you guys when I actually go. Good morning, YouTube. So I'm making some fruit and yogurt for breakfast. I slept pretty good, you know, almost 6 hours. Only woke up a few times. I wake up a lot. I have been recently on this trip during the night, and so that's kind of frustrating, but I'm fixing to go sandboard. So I gotta be down at the Malecón at 8 o'clock. I'm gonna walk down there and not drive. It's like 12 minutes, so I'm gonna eat breakfast real quick and then walk down there. I've been cleaning up and stuff to make it a little bit easier when I get back to change and roll out. Once I get back, I'm gonna pack up and then go eat lunch and head to the airport. So once I get on the plane, I'll do some video editing and stuff like that to get everything in order. But for now, all good. I'm gonna go check out sandboarding, so stay tuned for that.
Okay, because maybe have a, mantarraya. Okay, you need steps like this.
Oh, really?
Really,
Okay.
not scary.
What does that do for the mantarraya?
The mantarraya, when you step, he attack because he think you attack. Okay, and when you step like this, you touch the mantarraya and mantarraya going. Okay, you just separate.
That's okay.
I just got back from sandboarding. I'll show you those clips next. It was a great experience. So I ended up being the only one on the tour today, or for this morning's tour, and so I got a private tour. Made a bunch of runs up and down the hill, but shit, my legs were smoked from climbing the mountain yesterday. So while it was fun on the way down, coming up, it's like, oh shit. That sand was tough to climb, my legs were burning, but it was a blast, had a great time. The tour guide was awesome. I had rescheduled on him twice because I was originally supposed to go when I got into the wreck, and then I had to reschedule. And I just moved it for the next day, but then I'm like, man, it's the only day for me to go climb the mountain. And I've got all day today because I don't fly out until 5, so I was like, hey, it makes more sense to do it on Wednesday morning, and so I moved it on him twice, and he was perfectly cool with it. One of the most friendly guys I've met on the trip so far. And truly just a great tour guide, so glad I booked that. There was another tour that was that showed up while we were out there, and he was saying that tour company charges like $150 a head just to do the same thing, whereas I only paid him like $42, so crazy price difference. I found them on Airbnb. I've had a lot of good luck on this trip with the excursions that I've done on Airbnb so far. In the past, I've never really used Airbnb for experiences, is what they call it, but definitely gonna keep looking at that. In the past, I've always just picked up flyers from the hostel or wherever I was staying, but when you stay in Airbnbs, there's not any flyers, so I was relying on Airbnb. I learned quite a bit on the sandboarding trip about the history of the area. La Paz, sitting in the Sea of Cortez, is known as the world's aquarium because the water is more beautiful here than it is anywhere else because it's in the sea and not on the actual ocean. Super clear. I mean, it's unreal how clear and beautiful and pristine the water is here. Honestly, I wish I had time to go dive here. But it's not far, so always possibility to come back. Sometime when I'm not on a 12-month journey. But yeah, that was a good experience, and definitely glad I did that. So anyway, I'm gonna finish packing up. I've got a few minutes. I'm gonna try to lay down and close my eyes for a minute because I'm freaking tired. And then I'm gonna go eat, return the rental car, and go to the airport for my flight at 5 o'clock. And headed to Peru, hopefully. It's where I was expecting to go. So we'll see. Anyway, we'll touch base then.
Hey guys, so I'm all checked out of the Airbnb here in La Paz. I'm fixing to head to the airport, but before I go, I stopped at a place called La Costa. It was a recommendation from my sandboarding tour guide. He said it's definitely the best restaurant in town. I wasn't too big of a fan of what I saw on the menu as far as big meals that are going to keep me full since I'm going to be at the airport for 24 and a half hours. So I did get the burrito with the french fries. It's a skirt steak burrito with the french fries, and I ordered some guacamole, but I already ate that. I've already been in there and ordered and everything. But I'm going to eat. I'll show you guys what the burrito looks like. And then I'm going to head to the rental car return and see what they're going to charge me for that wreck. See, I have no idea. It's just a bumper on the car is the only thing wrong with it, so we're going to find out how much a bumper costs in Mexico. And then I'll be at the airport for a few hours before my flight because I need to get the rental car back and don't have anywhere else to go, so time to eat.